Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony with Anthony's Customs, and I'm here today to do another DC Universe Classics Wave 20 figure review. This is the new version of the Green Arrow. This is the hooded Green Arrow with his nice goatee and his mustache there, and a really nice overall looking figure. Start off with the height, 6 5/8, just over 6.5 inches tall, so good size. Comes with his trusty bow and arrow. It is all one piece and it is all one color, molded plastic, so that could definitely be improved upon. But it is still a nice mold and a decent enough accessory. A little bit of paint on there and you're looking pretty good. Figure looks great. The hood is a nice touch. I really like that. Nice stitching on the hood there. The face has a lot of great detail. He's got the scraggly hair coming down, the big mustache and the goatee. Goatee's a little bit big for my liking, but it's not bad. And the paintwork is really nice. There's two tones for the hair and the facial hair. And the little robin mask is pretty, the domino mask is pretty nice. So nice head articulation too, 360 there. The hood is sculpted onto the head, so it's nice movement there. It does move up and down just a little bit. Not as much movement as I would prefer, but it is good enough. The sculpt on the torso is really nice. The stitching, the cross stitching for the shirt there isn't painted, but it is sculpted, and the stitching on the other seams is sculpted as well. So really nice. We have some nice wrinkles there to show off. Why isn't it focusing? There we go. To show off that it's clothes and not like spandex. So that's a really nice touch. He's got the quiver with the strap, obviously, that is built onto him. It plugs into that back spot that they all have. I don't care for that. It's kind of ugly, and it could have easily just been a loose piece that went over his shoulder. But it is still done fairly well. There's some nice stitching along there, and the arrows are painted fairly well, so not too many complaints in that department. I don't like that they put the information there on his back. That used to be on the bottom of the feet, but it's there now. I don't like that. It's also on his butt piece. You can see that a little bit, so I don't like that. Moving on, he's got this little skirt part of his shirt. It is a soft plastic, so it doesn't impede the articulation too much. Some nice painted details, some nice sculpted details throughout. He's got this little knife thing on there. That would have been a great bonus to be like glued on, you know, a separate piece. That would have been a lot better. But it still looks decent enough, even though it's bent a little bit. You can fix that with some hot water, so it looks pretty good. He does have the bicep bands on both sides. They're not glued on, they're molded in, but they're sculpted well and painted well enough. Each arm has this kind of like, I don't know what you call that, like an archer's arm pad thing. That's what he has, and it's got two little crossbow bolts, it looks like, on there. Even though it doesn't have a crossbow, still really nice feature, detail I guess you could call it. Great sculpting, great paintwork. He's got the one open hand with the thumb showing. Nice paint or sculpt work on there. And then he's got the one all the way open hand with the thumb showing. That's meant for holding his bow. He's got the nice new finger sculpt. Well, it's not new, but it's it's new for the arrow characters. It's not common on the other ones. Anyway, same detailing on the hand. On his leg, he has this little belt pouch thing, which is a glued-on piece. You can see it's not connected. It's not sculpted on. So it's not perfectly square. They kind of glued it on pretty sloppily, but it's not bad. It's still there. And then his boots are standard DC Universe boots with a sole on them. Some don't have the sole, some do. He does. And he's got the little cusp for the boot right there. It's not just all one smooth piece. So overall, it's a really nice looking figure. He's got the standard DC articulation. We already talked about the head. He's got the standard ball jointed shoulders, bicep swivel, single jointed elbow, wrist rotation, and he does have a pivot in that wrist too. Both wrists have the pivot, so that's a nice touch. He's got the ab crunch, waist twist, standard T-shaped hip joint thing there, full range of motion, thigh swivel, single jointed knee, single jointed ankle, no pivot. There you go. That's the basic rundown for Green Arrow. He can hold his bow pretty well. The only problem is that since it's all molded plastic, he has to hold it with the arrow not being pulled back at all. So even though he can hold it, it doesn't look the best. But it's still nice enough, and it's a great looking piece to add to the collection. Great display piece, lots of nice paintwork and sculpt work on there. So definitely recommend you pick it up. Again, that's the DC Universe Classics Wave 20 Green Arrow, the hooded Green Arrow, guys. Thanks for watching. Keep an eye out for more reviews, more other videos, all kinds of stuff, some more customs, and lots of good times. So thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for all that, and in the meantime, keep collecting.